and just raising. I'm just raising to the stereotypical American right here. Okay, in fact, does your gun rack have a gun rack?
It does. What's funny is it actually does. It's more two pieces than a gun rack on top of a gun rack, but yeah, it does.
Okay. How often do you drink Starbucks?
Never actually. I'm not a fan of coffee.
Not a fan of coffee.
No, I'm more of an energy drink kind of guy. So.
All of a sudden, you hear the cats in the background going, heretic, heretic, heretic.
No, if I said I didn't like American food, like I don't know, McDonald's, that's when people would heretic.
Okay, that's gonna be done with stereotypes for now. It's so bad that you don't know any stereotypes from Holland. That would be even better, like back and forth, but still. Quickly, you mentioned American and McDonald's. Let me tell you one thing. I've never been to America. I have never been to America. I want to go one time for PAX or A3 whenever I get the chance. But it's gonna cost me a lot of money, so we'll see. But I've seen American portion sizes at McDonald's. A Dutch small is an American. A Dutch extra large is an American medium.
Yeah.
My question is, how do you take a bucket of cola and put it into your body within the time span of a month, let alone a day? Like, if you give me one of those American extra large colas from McDonald's, if I would have it like right next to here, right next to my PC, and drink from it every so often, and maybe I would have it empty in like a day or two.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I have no fucking clue. I go through a 2 liter of Coke a day. That's probably the most American thing I do besides shooting guns, but I go through a 2 liter of Coke a day, and it's kind of ridiculous. I go through a lot of Coke, and I know it's weird because I know that overseas y'all don't really have the sized portions that we do.
No,
and
we behave ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. You're not a bunch of fat slobs like we are, and I live in one of the most obese states in the U.S. I live in Louisiana, so.
That's in the South, right?
Yeah, it's in the South. It's the gun-toting Texas that I'm sure everybody overseas knows.
I know. I understand it. But then come the question, like 3 questions in a row. Do you own a banjo? Do you own a rocking chair? And do you shoot at the mailman?
I don't own a banjo. I do own a rocking chair. And do I shoot at the mailman? No, because I don't want to go to federal prison and get ass pounded. In America,
you go straight for it. You go straight for no, like I don't want to go to prison. Period. I don't want to go straight to prison and
get ass pounded. Yeah, I've got a baby face. I wouldn't last long in prison. They'd pass me around like a schoolgirl.
People can't see this on video call, but you got a mustache thing going. But hey, you shaved it, but you got to go in like.
No, you don't understand. It grows a little bit longer than that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So it's better off shaving than maybe having a pseudo mustache.
I don't know. I've actually thought about if I ever went to prison before, and now I don't really do anything to warrant going to prison. The only thing. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I spoke before my turn. I wanted to make a joke, but it was a stupid joke. Just go on, forget it.
I was just gonna say the only thing I do that is considered illegal is I drink. I'm 20. Legal drinking age over here is 21. Yeah. But I've thought about if I ever went to prison, prison for a long time, not for life, but not a short sentence. What was I gonna do? My plan is to go in and just kill the biggest motherfucker I see. Just walk in and kill him. That way everybody knows not to fuck with me. No matter that I'm tiny. Because you probably can't tell on the video, but I'm only 5'7". Like, average height around here is 6 foot and 6'4".
Well, I couldn't tell because, like, in Europe we use actual measurements, actual things that make sense. Not yards, not miles. We use meters and centimeters, so I couldn't tell either way.
5 foot. That's about one. I think it's like 1 meter, maybe a little less.
You're 1 meter, man. Sorry, but I think you're wrong because 1 meter.
I probably am.
Like, even a person that's like, I don't want to say little people because that's stupid, but people that have like a growth disease are 1 meter 40, 1 meter 50, 1 meter 40. So if you're really 1 meter, that's gonna be really bad.
Let me check. I'm checking right now because I don't want to sound like I'm stupid.
Don't worry, you do.
Oh, thanks. 1.524 meters. That is how tall I am.
Oh, yeah, then I'm even taller than you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
And you talked about you talked about meters and centimeters and everything. It's so stupid that we don't do that. We are literally the only country that doesn't use it.
No,
and we use it, but we use it less often than like inches and foot. But I've got to say, if I want us to switch to the system that everybody else uses, but I want to keep the foot because the meter is too big to measure humans and to measure like animals and things like that. Like you can't. I don't know. For me, it'd be weird to go to say like I'm 1.5 meters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just saying like 5'7". I don't know.
Yeah, but that's just how things are. And for people who don't, this is not we're not going back on it or something. But for those of you who don't know, the outset for this thing was, let's talk about Let's Play, and look where we are now.
No, I knew going into it.
Again, I don't want to go back on it because this is tons more fun than I would ever. Because if we would talk about Let's Play and commentary, we would be done by now, long before now. And now we're just bullshitting for a while, and we're having tons of fun. And I hope if you watch this video so far, you're having just as much fun as we do.
Yeah, and if you want to see more of this guy, I'm planning on doing something on my channel where I take just random people and do dual comms with them. Kind of like what we're doing now, just sit and bullshit. But legs0fsteel, he had an interest in coming on a little bit more frequently, so I'll probably end up having him a couple times in a month. Like I'll probably do one person a week or maybe 2 people a week, and if I do one person a week, then I'll do legs0fsteel is gonna be first, so then the next person the next week, and then legs0fsteel again. So have him going every other week.
Like again, I just like hanging out with this guy. Like I just like collaborating. The whole collaboration aspect of this is the biggest part for me because we just kind like we're having it's the fun of making a video times like 1,000. So
right.
if you wanna if anyone want again I said this on my channel all the time, but if you ever wanna do a video with me, just hit me up on Skype, hit me up in the comments, and let's do this shit.
Yeah, and that's the same thing with me. Like I'm doing a collaboration with you. I'm actually doing a Dead Island collaboration with this guy. His name's Rasmus El Greco.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Dead Island isn't really my game, so I kind of looked over it, but...
Right, and that's fun. I know that not every one of my subscribers watches every video. It's apparent. I mean, I have, 76 subscribers, and my videos get 20 to 40 views. Doesn't bother me. The majority of them watch it, so it makes me happy. But then I'm also doing a collaboration where we talk about like Kingdom Hearts type stuff with this guy.
Podcast kind of thingy.
Yeah, it's 4 of us. It's actually hit the table. Sorry. It's Kingdom Hearts or KH Unlimited, KH Central, and then QWERTY Cooley Games, and then now you. And so like I've always liked the collaboration aspect because it's kind of a chance to meet new people, and it's kind of funny because in real life, I'm the exact same way I am on YouTube.
Same as me. I'm just random.
Yeah, and I'm pretty open to meeting new people. The only thing that kind of makes me nervous in like a social situation is, like being in front of a lot of people. But I can handle like just meeting someone new and just finding a common interest to talk about. I actually was telling my girlfriend the other day that for some reason I have this ability to meet you, know what you're about, come up with a topic within about 2 or 3 minutes of talking to you.
And then don't stick to it.
Yeah. Well, not just stick to it. It kind of happens like we've never chatted on a call like this.
No,
and it's just kind of like us going.
We did it by text, and like, to be honest, like, text is kind of inferior to speaking because I can convey sarcasm, I can convey a joke through just speech. I can, I often leave a comment saying I made a. A while back I played League of Legends quite seriously. I was like really competitive in League of Legends, and and there was a certain ability in the game that was considered overpowered, and I just made a video saying, "Oh, it's not overpowered." No, I made a comment on a guy's video saying, "It's not overpowered. You just don't know how to defend it," and that was complete sarcasm because it's well known that thing is overpowered. But it was complete sarcasm. But because you can convey it, I got all sorts of shit.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, people probably gave you shit, and that's happened to me too before. Like, I don't remember who it was. I was in a live stream, and I was wanting to, like talk to this guy, like that was putting on the live stream, to see if I could do a collaboration effort with him, and so I was putting in the chat like, hey, what's the best way to get in touch with you? Wasn't trying to sound creepy at all. I ended up getting banned because he was like, dude, you need to, like, I put it in there 2 or 3 times, and he was like, dude, like, that's fucking creepy. You need to quit it. I was like, okay, I better watch what I say whenever I'm behind a keyboard. And that was before I even had my channel.
That's the difference between how people perceive things. People can, like, I see every new comment I see is a clean slate. Like, I don't know you, you don't know me, let's do this, you know? Like, and if you start, I did the whole rainbow thing. I made a video of me because a friend of mine sent the video of Gangnam Style. He emailed it to me and he said, don't watch it. Said, get on your XSplit, record your webcam, put the video in it, and then go. So, by his request, I did it. Like, that was the first time I ever saw the video clip from the Gangnam Style, and I made the video, and I think it's still up. I don't know, but that was like that video got like 2,000 views or something, and people were really like, "Oh my God, you can just see the joy, or you can just see the emotions on your face. You really, you make me laugh." And then and then there's 2 guys that come in and say like, "Oh my God, you look like you have Down syndrome," and then I was like, "I don't have Down syndrome. I have this autistic spectrum disease and this physical disability. So I don't have Down syndrome, and I don't like using it as a negative term."
Right.
And which he replied. And I'm gonna do this in the voice. I'm gonna do this in the voice that I thought it was supposed to be in because it's funny. But his reply was, "Dum dum 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 dum."
Oh my God! Oh my God! That is so terrible.
Following the way I replied, because people. Before I tell you how I replied was this reply, I get messages people don't. I'm sorry, but people don't comment on it. But I often get like replies on private messaging saying that was a really nice reply. That reply made me laugh. And my reply was, cock, enjoy your blog.
Oh.
And for some reason, people thought it was hilarious. And the crazy thing was that cock, enjoy your blog was the first thing that popped into my head while reading that comment. And just for some reason, people find my way of thinking, again, the same way of thinking about me, same way I think is in all my videos, but somehow my way of thinking, that makes it where it came from.
And I gotta say, man, like, you have some serious balls on you. If that's too blunt, I'm sorry, but you really do, because if I had something like, if I had like a disability. You kind of just embraced it, and